Hello.
Hello.
It's really close.
Your arm's gonna get tired.
No, this one's quick. So, we've been home from Liberia for 5 days now. It's been hard. Had a good day today.
Yes.
Had a good day. I got to have lunch with Sela and Devin, which was fun.
Yeah.
I'm packing up. We're leaving our Airbnb tomorrow, so we should be in Florida by Monday.
Yeah, it's gonna be sad to leave, but I'm excited to go home. I've been seeing our house in 5 months, so it's gonna be great.
So if you've never watched our videos, we're adopting 2 kids from Liberia. We lived there for 5 months. We came home with no progress. But can you tell what the lawyer sent you today?
Yes. So the adoption agency we're using, their attorney messaged me today, letting me know that they seem to have come to some terms with what the some steps forward.
What the MOG wants.
What the MOG wants. They are asking them to do some pretty reasonable things. I mean, this was our hope months ago that they would just say, okay, this investigation was kind of forced upon you. Make some kind of recommendations and let's move on.
Just something to change. Yeah.
I mean, it's not an indicator that anything was done wrong, but if they have a better way that things need to happen moving forward, let's do it that way.
We did.
The list of things aren't very big. It shouldn't take very long, but again, it's Liberia, so it could take a long time.
But it's tricky because they're wanting these things so that they can lift the suspension. But yeah, then like a month ago or 3 weeks ago, they said, if you can get it ready for inspection, we'll lift the suspension. Now they're talking about surprise visits, unannounced, whatever, which is fine. But it's like, and then they also want a nurse, they want a social worker, both assigned to this orphanage. So like Small World would have to pay that. Schedule of what they eat, apparently, which I think is weird. And then an official officer from the Ministry of Gender be assigned to them as well. So they're asking for all these things, which aren't hard to get, but it's just, again, like layers of more expense. These kids are safe where they are. Yeah. There's no need to add staff. They have a physician that monitors them from the U.S. They go to the hospital if they need to. Like, there's plenty of resources in place, so they're just adding more so that it's just costing more money, more time.
Sure.
It's not the right thing to do.
I mean, there's nothing that these things they've asked them to change is going to mitigate an issue. I mean, it's not designed to fix anything. It's just designed to...
it's just designed for more money to go in it. But, and then the deputy ministers texted you today too, right?
She did.
But it was frustrating because
same thing.
The lawyer told us to ask for our case number. We asked her for that, and it took her a week to get back to us, basically to learn that there is no case number, that there's a case number with the Ministry of Justice, but not with the Ministry of Gender, which is weird because they work together. I bet there is a case number. Directress. She calls the director girl a directress.
Her update was basically there's good things, but I can't discuss it with you.
Yeah.
And they're meeting with the minister next week. And they'll have
a way forward.
Definitive answers on way forward, which the term a way forward, I've heard that.
She says times. That in most of her texts. But at least she's responding, even if it's not what we want to hear.
But the attorney actually outlining details, things that it's specifics. We have not heard specifics. And
he
that
gave
gives
specifics.
me hope that there's an actual plan and not just conversations.
And Sela's going in 2 weeks. She was born in Liberia. She was adopted as a teenager. Husband was born in Liberia, adopted as a teenager. They have children here, and children they've adopted from Liberia. They have their own foster program they do here. They've adopted kids from foster care. They have a foster right now they're adding to their family. So 9 kids under her roof, plus the one she's adopting in Liberia will be number 10. So she has a lot of meetings set up with different people, which is good. So, yeah. So today we were trying to pack up our Airbnb. There was stuff that we left here, like at Devin's house, other than just our dog. We had to get his dog crate in. Delsa broke my stroller handle, so we can't collapse it the way we want to, and I don't want to take it apart. So I'm afraid we'll never get it put back together, and right now I can use it. But I have to complain to Delta and get them to fix my stroller, and I just don't have enough brain energy to do it.
It's a very big ticket item. They should fix it.
So Devin has this older horse named Maverick that's like a dog. He just kind of wanders around. They let him out of the fence some. He just grazes, visits in the door, puts his head next to the window. It's like Mr. Ed. He looks like Mr. Ed. And so our 8-year-old was chasing him around today, just walking, talking to him. They were picking, she has apples, she was feeding him, and then they were picking grass and just following him around. So he's really old, so he's very docile. But she had a great time, her and Maverick.
I got to spend a lot of time with Chris today. And honestly, yeah, like seeing our kids today experience a lot of cool things in Tennessee, like riding through a field on a 4-wheeler.
Yeah, the 4-wheeler's
swimming
fun.
in a creek. I mean, obviously,
jumping in the creek, the jumping rock.
Jumping rock.
Jeremy did a cannonball off the rope swing. Can opener off the rope swing.
And
the branch didn't break.
Well, using the, I just jumped and did a can opener holding onto the rope. I barely held on long enough to get in the water.
Did you hear a creek?
No.
Over the creek.
Over the creek. There was no creek. I mean, there's still like a little bit. There's a hole here because we don't have all of our kids with us.
Yeah, it's gonna be harder to go home.
At least, I mean, we'll have things definitely to keep ourselves busy with while we're hoping and planning for the next trip back to Liberia.
Yeah, it's true.
Back to work, back to making money, and.
Yep, I already reached out to one of my colleagues to give her kind of first dibs, but I'm gonna reach out to some more tomorrow and see what shifts they'll give up. Usually it's several in the summer. Try to get about 8 shifts in.
That would be great, and then hopefully I can land a job Wednesday.
Job interview Wednesday. So we decided we're going to usually try to drive straight through, but we may stop in a hotel either in Macon or Tifton. That was our route when we moved. It took us 3 days. But it's sometimes, I mean, we just don't. Usually we stay up late and sleep in and can stay up late at night, but we've been pretty tired this whole week, so I'm not sure it's safe to drive 14 hours without stopping in a hotel.
The traveling is definitely taking its toll.
Yeah. But I really want to be back. We'll be back Monday night if we spend the night somewhere halfway instead of Monday morning.
I'm excited to see what you do with our house. I mean, it looks immaculate.
It's going to look crazy. It's going to be a lot of work to unpack it. So... But yeah, it's just another roller coaster with Liberia. We get this good news. We text some of our friends inside info, and then we let other people know. And it's like any piece of information gives you hope, but it gives you hope for like an hour, and then you get more news that's worse. So it's just back and forth. But
I think I don't know if it's better, but it's different than when we didn't know any of these people and we didn't have any contact with.
I feel like that's worse because I don't feel like anybody was doing anything. Now I feel like since there's parents involved, there's more happening.
Well, we have a direct contact with people that actually run the home, and they'll talk to us, so that's good.
Yeah.
Because we made friends with them.
The caregivers so that's all I got. The end of this video is actually gonna be me riding in the car home from Devin's house, show y'all a little bit of the Tennessee
Backside Beaver Dam
environment we've been enjoying. So it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, okay, bye. Hello.
Hello.
What you doing?
Driving back to our rental.
Yeah. So, we've been fed by everyone. Had tacos, had late lunch and early dinner, so certainly eating my feelings still. So this is the dirt road.
Oh, bunny!
There's a bunny that Devin lives on. That we
Thank you, Dad.
had a lot of fun on the farm today. The girls got to play with the horse. Maverick is Devin's old horse. That's really more like a dog. He comes and hangs out on the driveway.
He almost got away.
He was moving slow, but he sometimes wanders too far.
He almost ran away?
No, he wanders around, so.
He was behind an outhouse.
Yeah. So we're going to leave tomorrow. We're going to make a couple more visits, probably.
Well, we're going to stay at Aunt Devin's till nighttime.
No, probably not till nighttime. Probably a little sooner for that.
Well, then until this time.
But we may stop at a hotel on the way home because it's going to be a long drive.
Yes,
But
please.
this is just so pretty.
I just don't. I don't want to be non-stop driving. We're not. Well, I don't want to be in a car for so.
Oh, okay. So this is the dirt road.
You know what? I don't mind.
I got to do a rope swing today.
Yep, and you jumped off the jumping rock and you swung off the swing of the rope.
Watch
Yep.
out for deer.
We're watching out for deer. What else did you do today, babe?
Hung out with Chris. We had a good time. Rode a four-wheeler. Got to eat some fresh blueberries.
Handpicked by our daughters.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very Tennessee day and pretty awesome.
Very Tennessee day. I got to eat at Skeeter's with Sela and Devin. Sela bought my lunch, which was nice.
Yes.
Very relaxing. And now we have to go back to our Airbnb and face packing.
It's always the worst.
Yes. But I think instead of going straight home in 14 hours, I think we're gonna maybe stop at a hotel. We'll see how we're doing tomorrow. Sometimes it's better to just power through. What's another $200, right?